She was known as a tough kid from Anchorage, a woman forged by Alaska's unforgiving landscape, someone who wore strength like armor. Jane Kilcher never relied on legacy to define her. For years, she carried a truth so heavy it slowly cracked the life she had built. And in the summer of 2023, that truth finally surfaced. July 23, 2023 looked like any other warm Alaskan day, rare and calm. But Jane woke up knowing everything was about to change. For years, she had been holding on to something that quietly drained her marriage and her sense of peace. When she picked up her phone, her hands were steady, even though her heart was not. She typed words she had rehearsed in her mind again and again, announcing that her husband Lee was divorcing her, that she had lost her best friend, and that the pain was real, but it would not stop her. When the post went live, shock and support flooded in, yet almost no one understood how deep the story really went. For 17 years, Jane and Lee appeared unbreakable. Viewers watched them survive brutal winters, dangerous work, and Lee's near-fatal hiking accident in 2015 that left him with dozens of broken bones and punctured lungs. Jane carried the homestead, the family, and the recovery, proving her strength over and over. But this challenge was different. It was not physical, it was emotional, and it was invisible. Life on reality television teaches you how to perform strength. Jane became known as the capable fisherwoman, the woman who hauled massive catches, built cabins, and thrived in isolation. That woman was real, but she was not the whole story. Away from the cameras, Jane began noticing small things that did not add up. Shifts in behavior, emotional distance, and a growing sense that something was wrong. Her instincts, sharpened by years on dangerous waters, told her the marriage was drifting into unsafe territory. Jane was not born into the Kilcher legacy. Born Christina Jane Furman in 1974, she built her life through hard work long before the homestead. She worked brutal seasons as a commercial fisherwoman, survived storms, raised her daughter Piper, and proved herself in a world where toughness was mandatory. When she and Lee reconnected as adults, music, shared values, and a love for Alaska drew them together. They married in 2006, blended their families, and soon cameras entered their lives. On screen, their partnership looked strong. Off-screen, the cracks grew. After Lee's accident, something shifted. He pulled away emotionally, focused on escape rather than healing together. Jane tried to endure, to fix, to hold everything together, but the truth she eventually discovered changed how she saw everything. Trust had been broken, and no amount of endurance could repair it. Still, she stayed silent. The show was filming, the family depended on appearances, and Jane found herself smiling for cameras while carrying a secret that consumed her. She compartmentalized, worked, supported others, and slowly lost herself in the process. Anxiety crept in. Sleep disappeared. The woman who could face Alaska's worst conditions found herself fighting battles in her own mind. Eventually, distance brought clarity. Working on Bering Sea Gold, traveling, and standing on her own again reminded Jane who she was before the marriage. By the time she announced the divorce, she had already mourned what she lost. The response was overwhelming, messages from strangers who saw their own pain reflected in her honesty. For the first time, telling the truth felt lighter than carrying it. The marriage ended, but Jane did not. She rebuilt, embraced independence, returned to the water, and reclaimed her identity. Her story is not about failure. It is about choosing truth over silence, self-worth over pretense, and courage over comfort. Jane Kilcher's journey proves that real strength is not about holding everything together forever. It is about knowing when to let go and move forward. If you value deep, untold stories like this, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss another powerful Hollywood and reality TV story.